All right, head coach Tony Kemper, joined to his right, your left, by number 0, Kia Civil's coach. Opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
Well, I mean, I didn't think we played particularly well on offense. And I probably, when I go back and watch it, I think that there were some shots in there that I like that we took. We got the ball to the rim some, didn't get anything out of it. We had, I think, some good looks from the outside that we just didn't make it a clip near high. I shot 11% from 3. So how do you win a game when you shoot 11% from 3? The answer is right there. You don't stay very close, and it gets away pretty early. I was not. I think we have a better. I think we have better fight in us than what we showed. I do think confidence has bothered us at times this year. I thought we didn't look like a confident team, especially early in the game when we needed to bow up. I thought we were searching a little bit, and it is basketball it's pretty fickle. If you don't make shots and you don't keep your head in there defensively, it gets away in a hurry, and that's kind of what happened tonight. And it's a good basketball team. I could rattle off a whole bunch of stats about we ain't the first one that hasn't played well against them. But I'm probably disappointed that I didn't really think that they took us out of what we really wanted to do as much as they had in the past. And we still didn't get much done around the rim, and had open looks that we didn't make at all, and that's disappointing.
Did you feel that maybe there were just shots that just didn't fall in for whatever reason?
I guess. I don't have any. I don't have an answer for that. It's kind of jump up and bit us at times. We shot it well in North Texas, and felt good after the game. Today we didn't shoot it well, and don't feel very good.
How about the fact you're just returning home for the first time in 33 days? Is that, maybe in your tenure, have you ever gone this long without playing a home game?
I'm not sure. To be honest with you, it didn't feel that long because of how our schedule played out. We played single game at Rutgers, we played single game at Towson, then we go on break, and then we started the conference play on the road. So, it's a thing. We hadn't played here in a month, but if we're looking for something to blame it on, hey, let's call it that. Let's call it the 3 for 27. The fact we hadn't been in here for a while, but I don't think it affected us at all. I think that's a good basketball team that we needed to be at or near our best, and we were not.
And now as you kind of move into conference play a little bit further, is this the level of competition you would expect? Is everyone...
Every night. Saw it at Rice. I thought we bounced back well. I know tonight was a tough game. I know Saturday's a really good team. And then after that, it's on the road against 2 really good teams. Back home against Western. There's no rest for the weary. There's no room to go 3 for 27. No room for that.
Is there a talent drop off between those other teams, or is everyone?
Nope. Not at all. The team coming in on Saturday can really play. Really play. 2 years ago, won the league. Have a bunch of players still on that team from that group. So it is absolutely. We've got to get our chins up. We've got to get ourselves in a frame of mind to compete. And I just told them this. I did not think that they walked out there, that there was not enough pride in our university, in how we performed, especially when it got hard. Because it gets hard. This game gets hard. You don't always walk out there and everything goes your way. But what are you made of when it doesn't? And I didn't like that tonight. I didn't like that. So.
Kia, coming off a career high on Saturday at North Texas, the 9-point win. Just come back today. How much of a challenge was it defending Middle Tennessee this evening?
It really wasn't. It was a challenge. They were definitely getting us in transition, but we didn't bow down and stick them like we've been practicing. So I mean, the only thing we can do now is just keep our chins up and just get ready for Saturday and fight hard.
What was it like to open the game with a quick lead? I know it took a couple minutes before we got a basket, but then just had that lead and I guess obviously watch it slip away. I mean, how difficult is that as a player to know that you start the game well and just can't finish at the end?
I mean, it's really truly difficult because I mean we had it, but we just have to maintain that energy and what we had our mindset on and what our game plan was. That's the only thing we had to do, and we just let it slip away. We didn't have that energy from the jump that we had it.
I will, and I should have touched on her before. Charity Savage gets a lot of credit. She had 20 points on 7 shots. You know, she made threes, and we knew she was a capable shooter. But if you look at the percentages, they weren't that good. They weren't 80% going in. You know, but you know, giving her credit, I've played them a lot over the last. I've been here 8 years. She went from not playing at all to giving us 20 and 10 and knocking us out early. And that takes a lot of toughness, playing behind really good players and working your tail off. And it is a lesson. That's probably the lesson that I should have talked about in the locker room, but I don't remember them all at the time. But she sat over there and played behind really good players for a couple years, and apparently she didn't get down, she worked. Because now it's her time, and Coach was joking with me before the game about, you know, he should have been playing her earlier. You know, how he had good players in there before, but she made herself ready for this moment. And she steady-headed. When she got her shot, she got on balance, bang. You know, and she did it to us 4 times. She made free throws. She was active on the glass. She was a big difference maker. Big difference maker.
When you look at UAB, what do you see?
They're a really good offensive team. That's not to slight on their defense at all. I just know we're going to have to cover out on the floor. Traditionally, they've shot the ball extremely well. Have at least 2 players that I know of that played on their conference championship team. Maya Barnes, Rachel Childress, fantastic players, all league players, point guard, and a wing that shoots it as well as anybody. You know, and there will be. I just got done telling them there's going to be a couple times where she shoots over the top of you that you say, "Coach, I was there. You weren't there." You have to be. You've got to be there with a hand up, or she's going to drain it. And then they have other good players around them, but they, you know, we're going to have to play a better defensive game than we did today. And, we're going to have to be a little tougher minded on the offensive end. If, you know, I think if we make our first 3 shots, we got to be tough enough to hang in there and do the same stuff. And I think if we miss our first 3, we got to be tough. And we certainly weren't that tonight.
Thank you.